Okay, today we are going to show you how to flash a custom ROM to your newly rooted HTC Inspire. Now, once you've rooted your phone, you should locate an app called ROM Manager. Open that. Now, it will probably tell you that a Clockwork mod recovery is available, so we want to go ahead and flash to that. So we're going to flash that on there. It says confirm phone model, so we're going to click confirm. It says successfully flash Clockwork mod recovery, so we'll hit OK. Very first thing you want to do is you want to create a backup. So we want to back up our current ROM. Name it appropriately. And at this point, it's going to pretty much take over. It is a lengthy process, especially if you have a lot of data on your phone. We'll watch it get started. It'll go through this process, and once that finishes, we will get back to you. It is almost finished backing up. Once this completes, it will take a little bit of time. The phone will reboot, and it's at that point that you'll want to make a backup of all of your data onto your SD card, for instance using Titanium Backup, because we will be erasing everything on the phone in order to flash a custom ROM. I am currently using CyanogenMod 7, which personally is my favorite. There are a bunch of custom ROMs out there, so choose whatever it is suits your taste. Now that our phone has restarted, you'll want to go and find Titanium Backup. This will back up all of your data that you want onto your SD card, because we will be wiping the phone of all of its data in order to flash a custom ROM. Now go back into ROM Manager. So now we've made our backup, and that is in case anything goes wrong. We can select that, and will revert our phone to its original state. So at this point, we're going to want to reboot into recovery. Are you sure? Yes. So as the phone reboots, we're going to go in, wipe everything off of the phone, and then install our custom ROM. So as you can see, it's starting up with Clockwork mod recovery. Now, it says what you want to do is, we have downloaded the fullwipe.zip from the XDA website. Check the description for the link. So now we're going to use the volume buttons to scroll down, and we're going to do install zip from SD card and hit the power button to confirm. Now it's going to say choose zip from SD card, and we want to go in and we want to choose. So now we want to navigate to fullwipe 1.3.zip. So let's confirm that. It'll ask us to confirm it again. Once you do this, it is not reversible. You would have to choose your backup that you did. So let's confirm it. So now it's going to go through this process, and it's going to format everything that's on the phone. It will not touch your SD card. So any information that you have on your SD card will remain intact. So we'll let this do its thing, and then we'll come back to it. Alright, full wipe is complete. It says make sure you install a ROM. At this point, we have nothing on our phone. So if you come back up here, we'll want to choose zip from SD card. Scroll down. Now the one that I have chosen to install is LeeDroid. His custom ROM. It was actually the first ROM that I installed on my phone, and I loved it. So we're going to install that one. Are you sure? Yes. So it is going to install, and we will let it do its thing, and we'll get back to you. And now LeeDroid, his custom ROM has been flashed. So at this point, once it finishes, it actually has what's called a kernel, which goes along with it, and you'll do the exact same thing with that, which I actually don't have it directly on my SD card. I've got it in a folder. So what you'll want is the LeeDroid Ace kernel. So we want to install that next. So we've installed the custom ROM, and now we're installing the kernel. So we'll kernel is complete. At this point, there is a patch that he made for the ROM, and we'll install that last. Just confirm that. And it's now complete. So at this point, we want it to go back and we want to reboot system now, which is the very first option. So now our phone is going to reboot, and we will be running a custom ROM. Usually the first boot will take several minutes, but after that it should boot up like normal. And this is LeeDroid's ROM. Just be patient with it. It will take a little while on the first reboot to actually boot up. So usually just let it sit there and don't mess with it. Alright, we now have a custom ROM. This is still the first boot. Now it's going to go through the process of setting up the phone at this point. Once you reach this point, you're good to go. You now have a custom ROM. Enjoy.